speech on how to adopt a pet. Alright, the specific purpose of this speech is to give you information on the proper steps and procedures in making your pet adoption a success. If you ever wanted to add a new furry or feathered friend to your family, but never wanted to take the chance of bringing the wrong one into your home, well, this speech will let you know the proper steps in acquiring a pet from a humane society and not how to adopt a pet from a breeder. Statement of this idea is adopting an animal is a big decision to make, but once you're ready and able to take care of a pet, adoption is the best way to rescue an animal and add a wonderful addition to your home. Everyone I've ever talked to about their pets say that the ones that they've ever adopted make the best friends and new additions to their family. Maybe it's because deep down inside they're getting a second chance at life compared to if you were to buy an animal from a breeder. It was just, bred and, well taken care of, as opposed to another animal who has mistreated their life and getting a second chance at life through a humane society or animal shelter. Adopting a pet is not cut and dry, but it is important to know that rescue missions are very concerned about finding the right fit for your pet. Usually, the shelter's mission is to make sure that the pet's going to the right home and it's not going to somebody that's just looking to acquire another animal. So they go through the right steps and proper procedures to make sure that the animal is going to a good home. I got a couple statistics. It says 19% of animals owned by people were adopted, and 79% were purchased. So just imagine how many animals, are adopted, or I'm sorry, purchased, and then, probably given to the Humane Society, and then how many actually are euthanized and then actually, redistributed to people, as far as being adopted and everything. Approximately 6 million people in the U.S. have dogs, and 63 million have cats. So that's quite a bit of people, in the United States that own animals, in today's age. I'm going to move into research. You're going to research, if you want to adopt an animal, you're going to research what type of animal you're going to get and what is the certain traits of the animal. You don't want to bring a dog, per se, that's lived outside its whole life and bring it into to make it an inside animal. So, and also if you're an old lady, you don't want to go ahead and get a real, high energetic, terrier where it's going to be running around. You don't have, the means or the time to actually give the animal the attention, that it deserves. Being adopted and, coming from a, probably, a hardship time before it came to your actual, your new home. You're going to want to visit the animal shelter, ask questions to the employees, figure out, what's the deal with the animal that you're looking for, find out what's the best fit for you. When you're adopting an animal, there's there's a contract and there's paperwork that's involved. They do a research, that requires you to basically it's almost like a credit check. Imagine getting like a credit check. If you get a credit card, you have to get checked in your background in order to even adopt an animal. Therefore, they make sure that the animal is going to the the best home that can be provided. Bringing your new pet home, you want to make sure that when you bring your animal home, that it's integrated, properly, and you want to make sure that however you bring it home within the first 96 hours, you want to make sure that that's the guidelines that are going to be set for the whole time that you have your animal. If you want, per se, if you want your dog bowls in the kitchen, you want to make sure that they stay in the kitchen. Don't put them in the bathroom or the laundry room, the next day, because then that'll make the animal panic, and that's not good. Just everyday routine that you're going to have set for the animal, you want to make sure that that's in place for the animal. In conclusion, pet adoption is not cut and dry. Like I said, there's a lot of steps and time spent in the process. With time, it can be rewarding in the beginning, and it can be both joyous and stressful. Having to give your animal up for an animal shelter because you can no longer take care of it is a terrible experience for the animal. If you can provide a home for an animal in need of a home by adopting, you are or give an animal a second chance. This can be both rewarding for the animal and the prospective owner. By doing the proper research and being prepared, your time with your new pet should be great. This concludes my speech. Thank everybody for coming on.